What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you from just outside of Hartford, Connecticut, and today we're going to be looking at the Steven Jackson draft pick trade, which occurred back during the 2004 NFL Draft. Now, this was a swapping of late first-round picks between the St. Louis Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals that saw St. Louis get the 24th pick in exchange for the 26th and a 4th rounder. So how did this trade work out? We will start by looking at the St. Louis Rams, who, with the 24th pick, would select running back Steven Jackson. Now, Jackson was drafted to be a replacement at running back for Marshall Faulk, who was 31 at the time. And while Jackson began his rookie season as a backup, his role slowly began to increase as the season went on. By the end of his rookie campaign, Jackson had rushed the ball 134 times for 673 yards with 4 touchdowns, while also contributing in the receiving game. Now, his strong play, along with Marshall Faulk's injury concerns and age, pushed Faulk into the backup role, giving Jackson the starting role by 2005. And he himself had a strong year, recording 254 carries for 1,046 yards and 8 touchdowns. He also added 43 receptions for 320 yards with a pair of touchdowns as well. Now, he had the best season of his career in 2006, as he was just flat out dominant. He set career highs in every category, as they ran the ball 346 times for 1,528 yards and 13 touchdowns, while adding 90 passes caught for 806 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now, he would actually lead all players in total yards from scrimmage that year with 2,334. Now, he would finish 4th in AP Offensive Player of the Year voting, as LaDainian Tomlinson had his 28 touchdown season, and Drew Brees and Peyton Manning both played well. Now, as expected, Jackson regressed in 2007, but he still ran the ball for 1,002 yards on 237 carries while scoring 5 times. He did, however, miss 4 games due to injuries. Now, prior to the 2008 season, Jackson held out a training camp. He did eventually sign a new deal which brought him back to St. Louis, and he had an eerily similar year to what he had the year prior, running the ball 253 times for 1,042 yards with 7 touchdowns, as he once more missed 4 games due to injury. Now, he managed to stay healthy in 2009, and he played well, as he would run the ball 324 times for 1,416 yards and 4 touchdowns. He added 51 receptions for 322 yards as well. Now, he would again play well in 2010, carrying the ball 330 times for 1,241 yards with 6 touchdowns. And in 2011, he would run for 1,145 yards and 5 touchdowns. Now, 2012 was essentially the beginning of the end for him in St. Louis, as the Rams would draft a pair of running backs in the draft, which indicated that Jackson would not be the workhorse starter he once was. He ended the year with 1,045 yards and 4 touchdowns on 258 carries, but the writing was on the wall, and Jackson decided to walk after the season. He was a 2-time second-team All-Pro selection, a 3-time Pro Bowler, and he holds one franchise record, most career rushing yards with 10,138. Now, he does hold 3 NFL records as well, but all of which do include 2 years spent in Atlanta. Still, they're worth talking about. The first of which was the most rushing attempts by a player without a 60-yard run, as he never ran the ball 60 yards or more just because of the player he was. He wasn't one of those scat backs, he was a power back. He had 2,764 career carries, none of them went for 60 or more yards. The next record is most consecutive seasons with a 40-plus yard run at 11, and the last of which is most consecutive seasons with 4-plus rushing touchdowns, also tied at 11, and this one actually has him tied with Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. Very impressive pickup for the Rams. He was a dominant workhorse for a good chunk of time. How did the Cincinnati Bengals do? Now, with the 26th pick, the Bengals would also select a running back named Chris Perry. Now, Perry was drafted to be the replacement to Corey Dillon, who was traded away days prior, and this will be discussed in a future video. Now, unfortunately for him, injuries derailed his rookie season, as he would only run the ball twice, gaining only a single yard. He did, however, add 3 receptions for 33 yards. Now, he would improve in his second year in the NFL, running the ball 61 times for 279 yards. And more importantly, he added 51 receptions for 328 yards and a pair of touchdowns. However, the 2006 campaign was an injury-prone one, once more, as he started the year on the PUP list due to knee and ankle injuries. And after playing in 6 games, he dislocated his right ankle, which ended his season. He ran the ball 10 times for 57 yards and had 9 catches for 42 yards. Now, he didn't even play in 2007 due to the ankle injury, and he was given the starting running back job in 2008, which was a big vote of confidence for him. However, he struggled out of the gate, averaging only 2.6 yards per carry and fumbling the ball 5 times in the first 6 games of the year. This led to him being demoted to the backup for the rest of the season and eventually would lead to his release. Yeah, the Bengals would have been better off just grabbing Steven Jackson. But they also got another pick, and this was the 123rd, which they would use on offensive tackle/guard Stacey Andrews. Now, Andrews was an extra blocker in his first 2 years in the league, and he started off the 2006 season as an extra blocker as well, but he ended up earning 3 starts at right guard. He would become the starting right tackle in the 2007 season, and he held on to the job through 2008 before he decided to walk as a free agent. So all in all, it's pretty clear who won this trade. The Rams getting Steven Jackson, who is, I can't call him the best running back in franchise history because that would be disrespectful to Marshall Faulk, but still, he does have the record. So he was a great running back. The Bengals didn't do much of anything. Hope you guys enjoyed this trade. Have a good rest of your day.